This is Q Racing News, brought to you by the Bank of America Racing Challenge.
The New Mexico Racing Commission continues to issue rulings related to a series of positives for the Class 1 drug dermorphin that occurred during the Ruidoso Futurity and Derby trials in late May at Ruidoso Downs. Last week, we reported on John Bassett's 10-year suspension. Now trainer Jeffrey Heath Reed has been hit with a 21-year suspension and a $23,000 fine following 4 positives for the same drug, dermorphin. Reed's suspension includes an additional 1-year ban because 2 of the horses in question also tested positive for an anabolic steroid. Carlos Cedillo is the other trainer with at least 1 positive dermorphin test from that weekend at Ruidoso. We're still waiting on the results of that hearing. Carl Draper, meanwhile, winner of the 2004 and 2007 All-American Futurities, has been suspended in New Mexico for 300 days for use of the Class 3 drug ractopamine. 4 horses trained by Draper tested positive for the medication, sometimes called pig juice, in those same Ruidoso Futurity and Derby trials. Ractopamine is used to increase lean muscle mass. The Louisiana State Racing Commission also handing down stiff penalties this week for dermorphin positives. Lengthy suspensions and fines to 8 quarter horse and thoroughbred trainers. The stiffest penalty went to Alvin Smith Jr., whose license was suspended for 10 years for the 3rd Class 1 violation in his career. He was also fined $20,000. John Darren Solo was suspended for a total of 10 years for 2 separate dermorphin positives, and Alonzo Loya and Michael Heath Taylor each received a 5-year suspension and $10,000 fine for 1 positive test. Other trainers were given lighter penalties based on cooperative testimony. The American Quarter Horse Association has endorsed a new organization called Racing Free. The program is designed to reward owners, trainers, jockeys, leaders, and fans who choose to stand against the use of performance-enhancing drugs in equine athletes. The first leg in the organization's plan of action is the Racing Free Incentive Program. Participants pay a voluntary per-meet fee of $300 per horse to register in the program. At the end of the meet, all Racing Free members who've won a race and passed all drug tests receive a $1,500 award per winning horse. There are several ways to get involved with the program, and you can find out more at racingfree.com. The Grade 1 Dash for Cash Futurity ran Saturday night at Lone Star Park, and it first appeared as though the Russell Harris-owned and trained Prince Valiant was the winner. But stewards DQ'd him for interference, drifting out and interfering with the 5th-place finisher, Jody Pops Zoomer. So, your official winner is One Handsome Man, a One Famous Eagle colt owned by Flying Hooves RC. He's out of the first down dash mare, Helen's First Choice. Stewards took several minutes to review the race and knocked Prince Valiant, ridden by Larry Payne, down to 6th. One Handsome Man, meanwhile, trained by Ralph Moniz and jockeyed by Oscar Rinsone. He's 3-1-0 in 5 lifetime starts, and this was his first stakes victory. Mercy Hinklin's FDD Going Grand was moved to 2nd. Bobby D. Cox's homebred The August Heat was placed 3rd. The night before, in the Red Cell Lone Star Park Distance Challenge Regional Qualifier, Diane Heath's All About Larry punches his ticket to the Challenge Championships at Prairie Meadows with a 9-length win over Dark Horse Partnership's Kite Flyer. But it was his time that impressed even more than his margin of victory. 44.206 seconds is the new track record at Lone Star, beating the old mark by 4 100ths. All About Larry is trained by John Steinbach. The 5-year-old He's a Motor Scooter gelding has 9 wins in 20 lifetime starts. Champion Good Reason SA has died at the age of 5. The cause of death has yet to be determined. Good Reason SA was bred and owned by Brazil's Gianni Franco Samaja and raced from 2009 through 2011, winning 7 of 15 starts. He earned more than $1.4 million and won a Grade 1 race every year he competed. He was honored as the sport's champion aged horse and champion aged stallion in 2011. 2 fresh faces emerged in this week's AQHA Racing HorsePlayerNow.com National Top 10 rankings. One in the juvenile poll and one for older horses. The newcomer to the 2-year-old poll is One Handsome Man at number 8 this week. You just saw him in the Grade 1 Dash for Cash Futurity at Lone Star Park. The remainder of the juvenile rankings remained intact as AHA Moment was dropped from the top 10. Among the older horses, the 3-year-old filly Flamin' Flash debuted at number 7 this week following her win in the Grade 1 Mildred Vessels Memorial at Los Al. You can see the full results of both polls, including vote totals and the names of the also-rans, at AQHARacing.com. That's the latest Q Racing news. I'm Matt Darby in Amarillo, and I'll see you next week.
This is Q Racing News, brought to you by the Bank of America Racing Challenge.